Tobacco. What about Clean Indoor Air Act and Tobacco-Free School Zone? And why tobacco? So I'll give you a minute on that because I think sometimes we don't spend enough time just laying out some of these cultural things. So the cultural concept, and this is the case for Ojibwe and Dakota, which are the indigenous groups here in Minnesota, then both tribes have this concept where tobacco is like a pay-it-forward offering. So if you're going to harvest a plant, take the life of an animal, go hunting, make a prayer, ask something serious of another human being, you can't just take those things, you have to pay for it when you do. So it's kind of like a reciprocity or an exchange, that's the concept. And tobacco, like symbolically, the first plant is the tool that was used to do that. However, this area is kind of on the edge of the growing range for what they call Virginia leaf tobacco, what is scientifically a tobacco plant. So both Ojibwe and Dakota people, throughout history, more commonly used the inner bark of red willow or red osier, which is a form of dogwood. And that was the tool they would actually, in the springtime, you could even run a fingernail down the outside of the bark, twist it, and it'll pop right off. It's paper thin. And then you could use a butter knife or something and scrape down the inner bark, dry it out, and that's what people used for the offering. A sema is the Ojibwe word. And it's not so much the tobacco plant itself that's the issue, but the 287 chemical substances that tobacco companies add to it that kill you dead when used as directed. So what we've been doing in our ceremonial space is encouraging people to decolonize the tobacco, go back to using the inner bark of red willow, which is not scientifically a tobacco plant, has no chemical substances added, is in alignment with a Clean Indoor Air Act and a tobacco-free school zone, and still allows you to talk about this as a cultural practice. So a lot of schools have been moving in that direction too, as a way to allow us to learn about different cultures and things like that, but still, we want to live a long time, and we want the kids to do that too. And so healthy examples make sense. And I say that in our ceremonial space too, kind of hard to pray for healing in a toxic environment. Let's switch up. Let's go back to what we were originally given and using.